Be it history books or fairy tales, castles are the symbol of power and luxury. And with that, here are some of the most expensive luxury castles in the world. Let's dive into the video. Edinburgh Castle, Edinburgh, Scotland. Edinburgh Castle is Scotland's finest renown paid visitor attraction for a reason. The citadel attracts tourists and keeps customers coming back with many old and famous exhibitions, treasures, an introduction center, gift stores, and even eateries. Although you couldn't stay in the citadel for one day, you might get a sense of what it must have been like for many rulers throughout the ages. It's also one of the first sites in Edinburgh where you may go through the beautiful Scottish records. Kronborg Castle, Helsingør, Denmark. Experiencing Denmark's Kronborg Palace is like browsing through a stack of CDs. This citadel is thought to have been prophesied by fictional writer William Shakespeare when he wrote Hamlet. One of the reasons that this is Elsinor's metropolis sounds extremely similar to Hamlet's Elsinore. There's a chance that neighboring performers in this majestic fortification will perform certain sections of the play. The King's Spirit, which was produced via the application of technology, is also available for entertainment. You'll be able to view him and explain how he was slain. Usse Castle, Loire Valley, France. One needs to visit the Chateau of Usse in the France Loire Valley for a Sleeping Beauty-like experience. According to Tales of a Backpacker, this fortress inspired Charles Perrault to create his famous fairy tale about the Sleeping Princess. It has a beautiful front that makes it appear like a fortress from a children's tale. Despite its transformation into a beautiful house, the citadel was originally designed as a fortification in the Middle Ages. Visitors are welcome to tour the dungeon and some of the alternative chambers. Lovrijenac Castle, Dubrovnik, Croatia. Game of Thrones fans should make a trip to Croatia's Lovrijenac Castle as soon as feasible. This beautiful fort serves as the Red Keep in King's Landing in the television program. Unlike other well-known castles in Europe, this one stands above the Mediterranean's beautiful pure seas. Shakespearean plays, which seem particularly timely from within a citadel, have lately been performed inside the fort. However, Dubrovnik's major appeal has been Game of Thrones, which was shot in the city throughout the series in recent years. Lumilina Ice Castle, Kemi, Finland. Lumilina Igloo in Finland is as unusual as it sounds. This fortress is even more frozen than Sleeping Beauty's. It is constructed every year with a unique design to entice visitors. You won't feel comfortable till you turn in your thermals, even if you feel like royalty visiting the gorgeous citadel. Winter Magic is the world's most important snow castle, providing guests with dwelling quarters made completely of ice and snow. Ice is used for everything, including accessories. Others could be envious. Malcesine Castle, Lake Garda, Italy. Northern Italy is full of beautiful scenery that hasn't altered much since the Middle Ages. The magnificent Malcesine Castle is located in the lovely medieval town of Malcesine near Lake Garda. The citadel's proper name is Castello Scaligero, and it's located adjacent to Monte Baldo, the complex's most significant peak. It was built in 568 AD and was originally utilized as a medieval fortification. The pricey citadel is so peaceful that it inspired Gustav Klimt, the great Austrian painter. Good news for lovers, from April and October each year, you may be married here. Ashford Castle, Cong, Mayo, Ireland. Ashford Castle in Ireland's County Mayo is where to go whether you want to feel like a knight in shining armor or a princess in a tower. On the inside, it is equally as costly and magnificent as it was on the outside, even though it still appears old. What about the first class? This citadel is more than simply a place to visit in the day. You can truly live here. It has to be one of Europe's most costly inns. Neuschwanstein Castle, Schwangau, Germany. Neuschwanstein Palace in Schwangau, Germany is indeed one of the most recognizable fantasy fortresses in the world. This fortress is what inspired Disneyland's Sleeping Beauty Castle, which can still be seen today. Walt Disney endorsed it, so we should too. The fortress, which stands in the heart of the Bavarian countryside, was finished in 1886. Order your tickets to the Citadel in advance as it is one of Bavaria's most well-known attractions. The vast throne chamber is popular with visitors even though it has nothing like a royal throne. Liechtenstein Castle, Swabian Alps, Germany. Liechtenstein Fort, which is less known than Neuschwanstein Palace, is another lovely German fortress worth visiting. It is a wonderful idea to get away before tourists find this hidden gem. Although it was constructed in the Gothic style, it was the simplest fortress erected since the mid-19th century. A medieval fortress, on the other hand, stood in its stead. Because the castle is built on a huge rock, the views from within are breathtaking. Ancient armor and weaponry are an exhibit within. Peles Castle, Muntenia region, Romania. Romania is home to many well-known castles, including Bran Castle, which is considered the royal fortress of Dracula by some. However, if you prefer the interesting to the terrifying, you must visit Peles Castle, located in the country's Muntenia hamlet. The citadel was constructed in the Neo-Renaissance style, in the travel pulse style, and is surrounded by breathtaking mountainous scenery. It's enough to stand outside and take in the splendor of the fortress, but you can also visit this one. So those were some of the luxury castles in the world. Let us know your views in the comments below.